Passes like that help develop team chemistry. Bogdanovich, I love the display of unselfishness.
Passes to Dillon. Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Holmes. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, we got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Up top, Bjelica. He's covered by Dillon. Bjelica passes to Hield. No good on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 13. Pass to Dillon. Back to Murray. The pass to Dillon. Right side Millsap. Denver needs to get off his shot. Murray for three. Rebound by the Kings. And here is Hield. Pass to Bjelica. And here's Bogdanovich for three. Knocks down the three ball.
The touch, the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Giles, and it's Len in at the 5. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit. Probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team, he means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
To the middle, here's Dillon. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Polished offensive player. Bogdanovich has a nice-looking mid-range shot, and it just continues to get better.
Denver calls timeout. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger-happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like good job.
Have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, well, not many players were sought after as much as Bagley when he was coming out of high school. I mean, just about every big-time college had him on their radar.
Murray for three. Oh, Oh, he hit it! He hit it!
What a great shot! Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
So on the floor for Denver, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Dillon in at the small forward position. Now here's Bazemore. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Fox. Rebound by Murray. Holmes with the steal. The wide open look here for Fox. Offensive rebound. Outside for Bagley. There's the dish to Hield. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Bagley. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Harris, good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here. When the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
Vonleh's checked in for the Nuggets. Outside, Bagley. Hield against Harris. Hield can't hit. And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure.
Here's Bazemore, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Alex Len's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Bielitsa comes in for Richaun Holmes. Barnes is checked in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bogdanovich in for Buddy Hield. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Will Barton comes in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Here's Dillon. He kicks it to Vonleh. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Barton. How he performed last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Here's Bogdanovich, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
kicks it to Vonleh. Now Barton. No points in the game yet for him. Down low, Dillon. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Nuggets lead by 20. And Shea, the rookie for this team, you know, Greg, he is a little bit of a rarity in the league. He stayed all 4 years in college.
And I know many people were shocked to see Shea stay all 4 years as his stock dropped and dropped every year. But a lot of questions were asked about why he chose to stay, but he's trying to put that all behind him and make the most of the fact that he's here now.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you
Teams will make substitutions.
Sarge at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Murray. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Bazemore. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's on the road.
That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
Nice little win streak for Jay and company here,
which makes us all
Well, awesome. I know you're also involved in Gamer.vote. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so Gamer.vote, I think
And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at Dallas. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Nuggets, they've done exactly what they set out.
Pride for both.
Well, I think both of these front offices take extraordinary pride, Kevin, in their ability to surround their star players, and you have to have stars. But the key is the guys around them. What is their fit? Do they complement the stars' greatest attributes? That is the measure of a great front office.
Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Murray. Shoots from 12. Brunson, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Jokic inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Jokic passes to Barton. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. Another shot. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Seth Curry hits from deep. Curry's got his second bucket of the night.
I think this is someone you have to account for in transition. Seth Curry does a great job getting into open space.
Here's Dillon. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Nice D from Porzingis. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Trailblazers. Curry finds Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Brunson. And that one is off. Murray with the defensive effort. Denver leading by 8. Passes it to Dillon. Back to Murray. The feed to Plumlee. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Porzingis can't hit.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Unable to get that one. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
On the floor for Dallas, Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Curry in at the point.
Well, what a lineage for Jeremy Grant, a member of that very famous Grant family in NBA history. His brother, father, and uncle have all played in the league. And what a job he's done to follow suit.
The free throw drops for Grant. You feel like Grant started to turn the corner, I thought, last season, Doris, in his development.
No doubt, Kevin. He got to see starters minutes for the first time in his career, and he was rock solid. This guy is a good rebounder. He's switchable on the defensive end, and he brings great energy every night.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Morris against Curry. Pulls up on the wing. Denver grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Cauley-Stein passes to Curry. Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Cauley-Stein's got his first 2 points.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. Murray outside. Puts up a 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Denver Nuggets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter, and it's... Changes here for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. The pass to Kleber. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. That shot off. Some solid defense from Harris.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Porzingis finds Hardaway. Curry against Harris. Now here's Curry. He has 5. Over Millsap. Kept alive. Here's Kleber. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Kleber's got his first bucket of the night. Pass for Dillon. Over Hardaway. The Nuggets with another miss. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks.
And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft. And they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
If they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Here's Curry. Second chance shot. And stolen by Murray. Here's Dillon. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Dallas calls timeout.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jokic. Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. Will Barton, he's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Dallas also making some changes. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Porzingis. And Dwight Powell subbed in for Maxi Kleber. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
No good from Dillon.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
The Nuggets leading by 23. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Doncic outside. To the inside. Cauley-Stein. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Well, GA, you know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan, along with our terrific UK Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
That was great. See, I love having a pro on to give us the inside scoop on it.
Scoop it and ship it, Hank.
What you said.
Hey, Che, we still on for that one-on-one later?
What's up, Vin? Yeah, I'm down. What's up, Pat?
It's good to see you. You know how they say you don't miss something until it's gone? Thankfully, the wait is over.
Absolutely. Hey, big game tonight. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Good, because this one's on national TV and you gotta crush it.
Shouldn't you be telling me it's just another game?
Oh, no, that's the coach's job. My job is to tell it like
Rook,
it is.
big game, man. Don't let it get to you.
Got you.
And this is a showcase.
A showcase for what?
For you. You play well tonight and you dominate the news cycle. That's where you win awards, Che. That's when you get better deals. You build up your profile.
Oh, I appreciate that. But you know what? I'm gonna just play my game. I don't want other stuff get in my head.
Hey, you do you. I'm just here to tell you about the PR ramifications. Oh, I gotta take this. Just think about what I said, okay?
Yeah, I got you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, I'm on my way.
Coach, what up, man? What's up?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. 2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams as
the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're wearing our costumes. We hope you, DA, take it away.
Well, after all
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the... Look at treating tonight, Smitty.
Well, I'm old school, Kevin. But I will tell you, I hated candy corn. You can keep that. I hated the way it looked, and I hated the way it tasted.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Holiday, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. And with all the uncertainty in New Orleans last season, Drew Holiday staying focused on winning games.
You know, Kevin, with everything he's been through, whether it's his injuries, his wife dealing with her own health scare, it gives you perspective on things.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Barton. And here's Plumlee. Here's Dillon. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. .116 left in the first. Pass to Okafor. Now here's Redick. Defense is right there. And here is Okafor. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State. Shot clock at 3. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Barton passes to Grant. Here's Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Now the pass to Plumlee. And Okafor with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Dillon.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Redick dishes to Holiday. Pass to Moore. With the teardrop. Plumlee with the rebound. Martin passes to Dillon. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans on top. They lead by 9. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
So on the floor for Denver, we've got Plumlee, also Vonleh out there. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Dillon in at the 2-spot.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Morris passes to Dillon. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. It's off to Oklahoma City for him after this game, so they have the Thunder to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And Holiday, here we go. And it's denied. Dillon, covered by Redick. Here's Dillon. And Okafor with the block. Barton against Redick. He dishes it to Holiday. Kicks it to Okafor. Pass to Redick. Moore in the corner. Lets it go from deep. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. The Nuggets trail by 13. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Plumlee in the high post. Inside. Here's Dillon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for him.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk a lot about shot selection, and we saw why. You want to avoid empty.
Here's Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Floats one up, and the layup is good.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
So that'll be it for the... Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after...
Gotta pick up the intensity on D.
For sure.
You're a step slow tonight.
Gotcha, coach.
You got time. Keep grinding.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. It's been one out. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Hart in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And I just love the aggressiveness from Ball. When he's driving to the hoop, he's ready to attack the rim at will.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted. One of the better defenders in the league, Jrue Holiday embraces the challenge.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Murray kicks to Harris. Passes to Dillon. Over Holiday. And that one hits back iron. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
Pelicans pull it in. Favors got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. He doesn't hit that one. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 16. The pass to Plumlee. Dillon. He's covered by Favors. Here's Dillon. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Hall with a wide open look. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Dillon guarded by Holiday. Harris outside. Denver passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Dillon. The Nuggets with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it.
It's the first that brings them within 2 here.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays. He had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Drew Holiday.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
So it's a narrow victory for the Pelicans, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen.
And that about wraps it up. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
You know what I like about a new season?
over the last couple of weeks,
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Aaron,
tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that would be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter at the 3 spot. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Here's the teardrop. And Millsap slaps it in.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Now here's Fultz. He's in. We played about 2 and a double digit. Isaac, the Nuggets leading by 8. And it's Harris with the drop and slam dunk by.
Their play on both ends has been superb. They can maintain.
Like tonight, that all hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times, displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Ross comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies.
Free throw, good Gordon.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game. Aaron Gordon still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the deep.
And Carter Williams gets it to go in the assist by Augustine.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
To the paint. Here's Jokic, and again it's Denver.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. A 12-point game. Ross against Barton. No good from Ross. Denver's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Carter Williams against Barton. Pass to Jokic. The shot from the low post is good. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Augustine look on the wing. Gordon. It's my team. This is
on that shot, forced the miscue.
Those are all the things out effort there. He just gets out there and contests. And that's just
guys, he's always trying to make the right.
So as we end the first already, Nuggets ahead, up by 11. Sports back in a moment for the Amway Center. And if you're just margin on the plenty of time left. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, pounding the boards is one to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass. And
if you get physical there, you control the glass, and that
right there.
Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for Terrence Ross. Evan Fournier's checked in for Michael Carter-Williams. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. And there it is for him. Gordon's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's not lucky because the pick has to be better, but they still got the score.
And there's the pass to Jokic. Dillon, covered by Isaac. Out to Harris. Pass to Dillon. 4 on the shot clock. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris assist in this one. The Magic trailed by 9.
An area after Denver over the course of the past, showing what they can do offensively for them to improve on the defensive end of the floor. About middle of the pack last year, they can get into that top 5. They become very formidable as a finals team.
Dillon and foul shot, so he'll get it to the line. And for the Nuggets, I think they can sprint. The defense is a work in progress.
Well, that's why they jumped, though, last year, Kevin, years ago. They were very bottom of the league and showed some signs of getting cohesion on that end of it. They get into that top, Kevin, this team could play the NBA final.
They've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a discrepancy between teams in that area.
And it's sent back.
And that long wingspan of Isaac away shot. It's also the timing he displays packs the shoot.
Loose. Fultz, no good.
I don't think the defense out there bother him. I think that one's all just a flat out
total letdown by the D.
Absolutely. It takes an easy 2-point.
Will not fire an opportunity than that.
Feeds to Vucevic. Over Jokic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. And so it's Denver, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Vonleh. Will Barton is out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Jeremy Grant, and it's Dylan in at the 3 slot. Each team has a catalyst, Brent. Some guys are ball dominant, they play within the flow of the offense. Is there one approach better than the other?
Obviously, great coaches, Kevin, are going to find what it is that their best player does well. And as many times as I could get my best player into that situation, that's what I'm going to do. So if it's Harden in isolation, James Harden's going to be in isolation. If it's Steph Curry setting off-ball screens and relocating for threes, well, I'm going to do that too. So it all comes down to a fit with the player, his skill set, and how the coach wants to use that best.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Magic. They trail by 7. Passes it to Gordon. Down low, here's Augustine. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Carter Williams against Morris. Barton outside. There's the pass to Dylan. Denver needs to get off the shot. Vonleh shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. And it's a 9-point Nugget lead. Orlando's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Pass to Ross. Shoots from 12. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Dylan. His three-pointers off the mark. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Basket Carter Williams. Ross with it, covered by Morris. Gordon against Grant. Puts it up from 15. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Gordon. Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ross with the steal. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. Here's Bamba. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Nuggets lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our play. Greg Anthony and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Good game out there, fellas.
That's how we do it, son. Good game.
Appreciate you, Sarge.
Uh-huh.